So give us some details here. I know some of these details, but whatever you're willing to share on your most successful deal to date. And a 30x return is incredible.
Almost. We've had 3 or 4 transactions in the renovation, repair, construction, building, restoration trades that have where we've returned at least 7-8 times our money, and it's been a spectacular run.
I just want to pause for a second. Most people never even have a 7 and 8x, like never ever. Like that is the greatest gift in the world. Like people get excited when they get a 2x. So you're talking about.
We've had a few of those.
Yeah,
we've had they're not all, but we hit on something where we are almost running. I won't say unopposed, but we've hit on a niche that works 3 or 4 different ways. And like everything, it didn't happen by grand design. It happened over time and coincidentally. We work. I would tell you, most of the guys who found the businesses where we invest. Most of them are hardworking, salt of the earth, very independent. Very few of them went to college, and we Crescendo market ourselves to be friendly and helpful to that very specific kind of entrepreneur. That guy will not react well to any whiff of condescension, nor to some notion that a 29-year-old newly minted MBA in Soho is going to tell him how to run his business. We are regular guys, we are Texans, we are Midwesterners, and that approach resonates with the kinds of guys who build the businesses. And we're able to buy them well. We buy them well because we source them on a proprietary basis. But we are able to show, and this is key, we've got 3 or 4 examples now where we can show owners reinvested a couple $1 million with us in their deals, and they exited at 20 million plus. Wow. And what it's never stated quite like this, but what the de facto unspoken conversation is, please don't press us hard for every last dollar on the entry price, because it's the exit where we're focused. So that's how we get entry prices that are done relatively attractively. But there is a phenomenon in the sectors where we trade where a single market, single business, subscale, less than 10 million in profit, those businesses just don't trade more than 3, 4 to 5 times earnings. We don't make those rules. Those rules are set by the market. There are reasons why. But if you can take one of those businesses and then one of them in Phoenix and append it to one in Austin and append it to one in Jacksonville and Charlotte and create a business that is diversified and now making $20 to $25 million of profit, and that's more or less what we've done in every single example. That business, before you've made any improvement to operations, has gone from being worth 4x to being worth 6.25x. And then when you pay down debt, that's more equity value. When you can improve the operations in a variety of ways, that creates equity value. And so the market has said, when you get to an aggregated basis, it's worth 6 or 7 times, but when it's done singly and individually, it's worth 4. But if you think about an equity value, if you buy a business at 4x and you borrow 3, and you invest 1x, and you do that 3 or 4 times, and it's then worth 6.5x. Well, all of that improvement falls to the equity. So your 1x has gone to 4x before you've improved the people, process, and systems, organic growth, and the like. And we've hit on what seems to us to be an overstated valuation gap between companies of different sizes. Whether the small one is penalized too much or the premium is too high on the larger one, that is a valuation gap in Delta that we can fix. And it's something owners can't do themselves. And so we approach them in a very collaborative partnership way. We don't run businesses, we don't swing hammers or turn wrenches, but with your expertise, if we're requiring a best-in-class operator and our M&A skills, together we can build a much more valuable platform. And as I said, we've taken 3 or 4 of them to 9-figure exits, some of them very publicly so.